We are now going to work on aligning anchor points. Next, you'll align two anchor points to each other using the align options. As with setting a key object in the previous section, you can also align anchor points to a key anchor point you select. Choose to postcard back. So let's go down here to postcard back. Choose view, zoom out, so you can see more area around the postcard. Select the direct selection tool, which is the one below the selection tool. Direct selection tool, make sure you do that. Oh, hold on. That's a 417 alarm. Why do I have an alarm going off at 417? Anybody know? Anybody want to take a guess? I have that going off at 417 every day to remind myself to call my mom. My mom is older, and I call her every day, and I have a reminder. That's my reminder every day to call my mom. So if you don't ever call your mom, maybe you should call your mom and tell her you love her. There's your family pointer for the day. So, direct selection tool, and select the rectangle in the background with the color gradient, which is the blend of color from a lighter blue to indigo to see its anchor points. So you can see the anchor points around this. Click the upper right corner point of the shape. Up here. And what are we going to do? We're going to press the shift key. So click that one. Press the shift key to select the lower right point of the same shape. So down here. Okay. The last selected anchor point is the key anchor point. All the other selected anchor points will align to that point. Click the horizontal align right in the properties panel. Horizontal align right. That's that one. Look at there, straightened it up. Look at that. The last selected anchor point is the key. The first anchor point selected aligns to the last selected anchor point selected, making the right edge of the shape straight. Look at there. We straighten that line up just by doing that. Let's do select, deselect. All right, we're now going to align to the artboard. You can also align content to the active artboard page rather than to a selection or a key object. Aligning to the artboard aligns each selected object separately to the edges of the artboard. Next, you'll align the selected shape to the left edge of the artboard. Select the selection tool, not the direct, but select the selection tool. Select the same rectangle that you just edited. See how it has a white gap on the left side between the edge of the artboard and itself? You could try to drag it to snap it to the edge of the artboard, but to ensure that it's properly aligned, we're going to use alignment methods, which is sometimes best. Click the Align To button in the Align property. And make sure that Align To Artboard is chosen from the menu that appears. So there you go, Align to Artboard. Any content you align will now align to the artboard. Click the horizontal align left button, which is that one right there. And then click the vertical align center. And that will align the shape to the left edge and vertical center of the artboard. Choose select, deselect. File, save. You see how that's so beautiful now? That is just lovely. We are now going to work with groups. Earlier you grouped something and I said you would learn more about that later. Well, it's later. You can combine objects into a group so that objects act as a single unit. That way you can move or transform several objects without affecting their individual attributes or positions relative to each other. It can also make selecting artwork easier. Next, you're going to select the pieces of the joystick and create a group from them. Choose 3 pieces from the Artboard navigation menu. I wish my computer wouldn't be silly sometimes. 3 pieces. Alright. Drag the joystick objects to select them. So we're going to drag like that. Now those are selected. Click the group button over here in the quick actions, and that groups them together. After this step is performed, the group button is shown as an ungroup. See, like there, if you wanted to ungroup them, that's what you would do. Choose select, deselect. With the selection tool selected, click one of the joystick shapes in the new group. Because they're grouped together, they're now all selected. Practice by grouping the level up text in the pink speech bubble. So drag across them, click the group button. So now those are grouped together. Drag them across, so we've done that. We're going to edit a group in isolation mode. Isolation mode lets you isolate groups to easily select and edit specific objects or parts of objects without having to ungroup them. In isolation mode, all objects outside the isolated group are locked and dimmed so that they aren't affected by your edits. So we're going to learn more about these layers in lesson 10. So double click any part of the joystick group. Did I do that? Oh. And that enters isolation mode. Notice that the rest of the content in the document appears dimmed. You can't select it, even if you tried. At the top of the document window, a gray bar appears with the words Layer 1 and Group. See right here? Layer 1 and Groups right here. That's what it's talking about. That bar indicates you have isolated a group of objects on Layer 1 and they're now temporarily ungrouped. Click to select the dark gray rectangle, the part that connects the ball to the base, that right there. Click the Fill Color box in the Properties panel. Hang on. I need to get out of that. Click that. Fill. Hang on. Hang on. I didn't do something. Double click any part. Click to select them. Oh, okay. I double click that again. I'm in groups. I don't know what I did the first time, but yours should look like this. So we're going to click Fill. Click the Fill Color box in the Properties panel. Make sure the Swatches option is selected in the panel that appears to select a different color. Let's see, I'm going to choose just a lighter gray. Choose anything that makes you happy. Double click outside the shapes within the group to exit isolation mode. So I'm no longer in isolation mode. You can also click the gray area in the upper left of the document window or press the escape key when you're in isolation mode. The joystick is once again grouped and you can now also select other objects. Choose View, and then we're going to fit all in window. Click to select the joystick group again. Drag it onto the video game console where the buttons are. Put that little dude right there. You'll probably notice it's behind the pink shape. Don't worry about it. We're going to fix that soon. And creating a nested group is next. Groups can also be nested or grouped within other objects or grouped to form larger groups. Nesting is a common technique and a great way to keep associated content together. In this section, you'll explore how to create a nested group. Make sure that that 3 pieces is still chosen from the artboard navigation menu down here. Hang on, my mother-in-law's calling me. I gotta pause this. Okay, I'm back. She's taking some Christmas decorations to my house, if you were wondering why my mother-in-law was calling me. Let's see, what do we do now? Make sure that 3, so we want to go make sure that 3 pieces. Man, Mom, why'd she do this? She just messed me all up. 3 pieces. Just make sure that's still chosen. And then choose view, fit artboard in window, and that fits that one back. Click any of the white shapes next to the orange character to select the entire group. So you click on it, you see that they're all selected. Now you'll group the orange character together with those groups. So click any of the shapes that make up the orange character. If you look at the top of the properties panel, you can see it already has a group because it shows group. My mother-in-law just messed me all up. Oh, so it shows group right here. Shift and then click the group of white. So I'm going to hold down the shift key. I'm going to click this group right here. And click the group button right here. So now all of those are grouped together. You've created a nested group, which is a group that is combined with other objects or groups to form a larger group. Click select and then deselect. We're going to now edit the nested group. You can edit the content in a nested group the same way you edit content in a group by double-clicking the nested group to enter isolation mode. With the selection tool, click the orange character or the white shapes to select that nested group. Double-click the orange character and that enters isolation mode. You see how that's grayed out now. Double-click the orange character to edit the content of that group. Hang on, man. Let me get out of this. Double click the orange character. We're now in isolation mode. Click to select the orange character. So you click and you notice it's still grouped. Double click the orange character to edit the content in that group. Click the orange shape to select it if necessary. Click the fill color in the properties panel and select another color. Let's select that green color. You select whatever color you want. Double click away from that artwork to deselect to get it out of isolation mode. Now drag that nested group into place. So what we're going to do is we're going to click view and then fit all in window. And so we're going to now drag this group. Hang on. Oh Lord, what did I do? What did I do? For some reason I ungrouped mine. I'm grouping it back. If yours was ungrouped like mine, we're going to drag it just below the company arcade right here. Alright, drag the level up group above the company arcade text in the middle artboard. So we're going to drag, where am I dragging this? I'm going to drag it over about right there. And I think right now would be a fantastic time to click. So you should have this Pac-Man looking dude right here. You should have put this here. This should be empty. Let's click File, Save, and end this video and hope my mother-in-law does not call me anymore and mess me up.